Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Jonathan from Brother Reviews, and behind me is one of my dream cars, and I came all the way out here to Houston, Texas, just had this opportunity to drive it. So, without further ado, this is the 2015 Lexus GS350 F-Sport. I know this is a very, very opinionated fact, but this is probably the most beautiful mid-sized luxury sedans out there right now. This has been my favorite for quite a number of years. I mean, I was not at that point where I can afford one just yet, but thankfully, my best friend lives out here in Houston, Texas, and he let me use it for a few days, so thought I'd take the opportunity to get it on the camera, get it on the channel, and share my thoughts with it. Absolutely beautiful, pristine condition. Like, this is only a 2015 with 40,000 miles. He is the second owner, and as you can see, it's been very well kept. Continental Extreme contacts all around, 235 40 19 in the front, and 265 35 19 in the rear. It's a staggered fitment. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm not just saying it because it's my favorite car. I'm saying it because this is a very well designed mid-size sedan by Lexus. So, quick little walk around. You have LED daytime running lights right here, and then there's a bi-xenon projector. No fog lights for the F-Sport, unfortunately. That's replaced by air ducts for cooling purposes. I mean, look at this. This is just, I'm just overwhelmed. I was finally able to get my hands on one of these, and it's my favorite color combo. Pearl white with black interior. Very well kept. Sorry about the wind. The weather's not the greatest here in Houston right now. I was gonna go over the basics. So first of all, you have a 3.5 liter V6, which makes 306 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque, and it is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it goes to the rear wheels. All-wheel drive is available for this vehicle, but you'll only get a 6-speed automatic transmission with the all-wheel drive. If you want the 8-speed with the better gearing and the better fuel economy, go for the rear-wheel drive. Of course, if you don't live anywhere where you need all-wheel drive, this really would be the best way to go. And it's an absolute blast to drive. I've driven it for about maybe 200-300 miles since I've been here, and I've just been in love with it ever since. Super comfortable, super responsive, very great, like exceptional gas mileage. Like, I did about 200 miles to and from, I forgot which city we went to, and only used a quarter of a tank, all highway. So that is very impressive for a car of this size with this, you know, this type of power plant. But yeah, man, let's take it for a drive. Oh, and we're Optima fans over here. One of the best batteries in my opinion. So he went and did that. When the battery did die, he went and got an Optima Red Top, or one of the higher performance Optima batteries out there. So let's go for a ride. Now, this is a full smart key access system, so as long as you get the key fob near you, on the door handle itself, it's just a little touch pad behind it, and as soon as you grab onto it, unlocks the doors and folds out the mirrors. And also, if you go back here to access the trunk, there's a small button that's underneath here. Just tap that one time, power liftgate. Not something very common on sedans. And of course, you just tap the button right here to close it back down. And there you go. All right. So again, smart key access, push the button ignition, foot on the brake, hit the button to start. Very, very quiet engine. And you have a full infotainment system, which is, this is not really my favorite. It's just like a little mouse pad type thing, which I'm not really too fond of. You'll see here in a minute. Let's see if I can, there we go. See the little cursor going around? It's like a little mouse pad. Yeah, I'd rather prefer an actual rotary knob, just like this right here. But it's not the case with this infotainment system. But I'm pretty sure once you get used to it, it's very, very easy to use. I mean, it's, as you see. And of course, you know, you hit the menu buttons right here. Has navigation, of course. And maintenance reminder. Due for maintenance there, Jamal. Now the driver's seat has an array of different functions here to accommodate the driver. So of course you have your, your backrest, recline and incline, forward and back, left and right. You can tilt the seat up and down. I personally have it tilted down that way. Now, in terms of lumbar, you have lower and your middle back to adjust right here. So you either adjust it back or forward, either one. And then right here in the middle, you can adjust the bolster, how aggressive you want the bolstering on the sides to come out. So you just hit that right there. You can adjust the bolster either in or out, like so. And then my personal favorite right here is additional thigh support. Someone like myself who's pretty tall, this is my favorite part right here. Just a little bit of extra comfort that I just love. Now with the F-Sport, you do get standard blind spot monitoring. You do have cooled and heated front seats for both front driver and passenger. You do have front and rear parking sensors, and then if you hit this right here, as I showed you earlier, this is the control for the very Mercedes-Benz like rear window visor. And of course you hit it again right there and it comes right back down. See, they're keeping up with the Europeans here. Very, very compact size steering wheel. You do have steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. And one thing I've noticed about this as well is that the levers in this car is very, very, it reminds me a lot more like the Ford and the European vehicles, where it's, you tap it down, and then it returns to the center each time you tap it. Each way you go. Of course, turn it off, you turn the opposite way. And the same thing here with the wipers. You tap it down again. It's all tap and return the previous position. And then of course you do have automatic wipers as well. You just activate that right here. So yeah, very Ford-like. Oh, well, look at that right there. There's a Ford right there, just to compare. So this is also my friend's vehicle. Is a Ford F-150 Lariat or Larray, or depending on where you're from, however you pronounce it. But very, very much the same thing here when it comes to the levers. You just tap it down, it stays on. And if you just tap it just slightly, it'll do the lane change. So turn that off for now. Same thing with that. I mean, I'm really not sure what the actual design name for it is, but it's it always returns to the center position every time you use it. Same thing with the Lexus. So that's pretty cool. Hop back in here and then switch to my my head cam for right now, so I get a better POV perspective. All right, so you're on the road. I'm just gonna go through the neighborhood briefly, but I'm also gonna touch a little bit on the different drive modes. So as you know, there's Eco, there's Normal, and the Sport and Sport Plus. So for right now, just going around the neighborhoods and all that, the cities, I just keep it on Eco mode. But the ride in this thing is just super, super smooth, very, very quiet. It's very solid. There's a lot of feedback. I mean, electric power steering is not really my favorite thing for feedback, but there's a lot of it here. I mean, it's barely even have to do much turning, and the car just goes right with it. It's very, very direct. So I'm gonna see if I can get on the highway here and just do a couple little pulls, with the different sport modes. Of course, like I said, you know, there are paddle shifters back here. So right now I have it in normal mode. I'm just gonna do a quick little baby pull and quarter throttle. And just very, very quick at changing gears, and it tries to keep the RPM as low as possible, even though I've been giving it, you know, a little throttle. This 8-speed transmission is very, 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 very quick at shifting, and very, very smooth. It's very linear. I don't even feel any of these shifts, whether I'm in eco, normal, or sport mode. I don't feel any of these shifts at all. But I'm gonna get out on the highway here and do a couple little pulls for you. All right, so I'm getting on to bound right here, and so give a quick little highway pull. And the brakes in this thing are very, 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 very sharp and very responsive as well. Still in normal mode. I haven't done the Sport or Sport Plus yet. Sport Plus actually stiffens up the suspension, stiffens up the steering, so it is very noticeable as well when you have it in Sport Plus versus the normal or the Sport modes. But I'm gonna switch it over to Sport for right now. See, now we're in Sport S. I'm just gonna let it shift on its own. And as soon as I get a little open space here, I'm gonna give it some. All right, here we go. You don't even feel how aggressive this acceleration is. Like, it's so smooth. Like, I can keep saying this all day, and that's just in sport mode. I was shifting it on my own, not doing anything crazy. So I'm gonna whip this U-turn right here, as this diesel truck in front of me is doing the same thing. He wasn't happy behind me just now. He came behind me and thought I was gonna go faster, and I really wasn't. So he's not too happy at the moment, I can see. Yeah, go ahead and roll your cold, buddy. All right, so now we're gonna be in Sport Plus, and I'm gonna use the paddle shifters here myself, second gear. Oh my goodness. For 306 horsepower, this thing gets up and goes like nothing, and it's unpredictably like smooth and just crazy responsive. I mean, I'm sorry I keep repeating myself, but this is like the best way I can really describe this car. Is that it is everything. Like, this is a really, really well done machine by Lexus and of course Toyota putting this together. This is an amazing family vehicle. It's very comfortable. There's a lot of standard features in here, and the performance definitely is there. And I'm really just enjoying myself here a little bit. I mean, do another couple little pulls here. I notice it doesn't want to shift when I tell it to either. Kind of does its own thing a little bit. All right, let me stop being crazy. Let me start driving like a normal person again before I get in trouble. All right, so here I am back in the neighborhood after my little experience on the highway with it, doing some pulls. And unfortunately, as you can see, this is a neighborhood still being developed, so there's not really anywhere I can really park up and take some nice photos of it. As you can see, you know, everything here is still being built. This house is still being built here, and it's just a whole mess. So I gotta take my time driving through here because it's absolutely filthy. But they are building both 1- and 2-story homes over here. And the house that my friend bought, he has a 2-story brand new house. It's only been here, you know, about a couple months, but still a developing area. So unfortunately, I can't really show you much, but I didn't really go over too much of the standard features or like the additional features you can get with the F-Sport versus the base model GS350, because I'm pretty sure there's like 1,000 videos of this car on YouTube. I just wanted just to give you my experience, you know, driving one of my dream cars. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to leave them in the comments. And as you see, this driver is a little bit steep, so I gotta take it at a bit of an angle here as if it's lowered. But yeah, this is about it for now. Automatic parking brake, and of course I'm back to eco mode, being civilized. This is about gonna do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you give me a big old thumbs up. Helps me out a whole lot. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you're notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys for checking this out once again. Have a great day, stay blessed, and stay sanitized.
You ain't coming from the trenches. You don't know who your friend is. You don't know when the next death is. I can tell you for free that it's reckless. I'm still grieving over brothers that don't